We just experienced one of the best episodes of television of all time. And I really don't like to be hyperbolic, so I mean it when I say that. Episode 7 of Severance is both a stunningly beautiful and heart-wrenching emotional journey and a huge leap forward for the lore and mystery of the show. This is the first episode directed by Jessica Lee Gagne, and she's the cinematographer for the show, so she's who we can thank for the visual language of Severance. Now, as we know, she is incredibly talented. It makes sense that she directed this episode because this episode had to pull together all of these disparate threads, and in the wrong hands, that could have been very choppy or even corny. The way she does it gives it this dreamlike quality, and everything comes together so well. The choices she made for some of the more emotional scenes, like to have Mark's face covered in shadow when he's learning the news of Gemma at the end, or when Mark comes upon Gemma in the shower and she's facing something incomprehensibly difficult. The way that she handled these scenes with subtlety makes them all the more heartbreaking. And then not only are we going through these emotional gut punches, but we finally learn what's going on with Gemma and where she's been. And that she's not only not dead, but she's not a clone and she's not a robot. She is being basically tortured by Lumen. And we learn what MDR is really refining. I didn't think we'd know that for like at least a few more episodes, if not another whole season. And it turns out that they are refining the rooms on the testing floor. But the saddest realization of the whole episode for me is that Gemma has her memories still. Like when she's on the lab section of the testing floor, she knows Mark is out there and she wants to get back to him. No longer is the show just about Mark's journey to find his wife who he thought was dead, but it's also now about Gemma's journey to get out of Lumen and back to her husband. There's obviously a lot more to discuss in terms of what this means for Lumen and what their grand purpose is, and I'll talk about all of that in later videos. I just can't get over how amazing this episode was and how it did such a good job of tying together the emotional center of the show with all of the mystery of it. I think my jaw was open for the entire hour.